Feeling stressed out and like you're all over the place? Here's part 2 to my list of mindful habits that you can introduce into your life straight away. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for your dose of minimalism, sustainability, self-care and self-development. Utilize this time to take a breath and fully focus on your meal. When I was younger, I hated meal times. I would sit in front of my food for hours unable to finish it. My mum would then come to feed me to try and get me to finish off the last bits. I would then take in as much food as I could into my mouth, stuffing it onto the side of my cheek that my mum could not see, and then going to the bathroom to spit it all out. That's how much of a mission eating was for me. I was so grateful when my darling cousin Gopika was with us for meal times, as she seemed to have the same challenge. And this meant I was not the last one to leave the table, and I had someone to keep me company with less limelight on me. Since then, as I got older, this manifested into a different form of eating. I started swallowing my food, hardly chewing at all. And as a biology teacher, my mom was all about nutrition and health, and she'd always tell me how much I was abusing my digestive system. And very concerned, she would tell me I needed to chew my food properly in order to aid smooth digestion and nutrient absorption. When food is not digested properly, you can suffer from issues such as indigestion, acidity, bloating, heartburn, constipation, headaches, and low energy. The simple act of chewing food properly helps break down larger particles of food into smaller particles, and this helps put less strain on the esophagus and helping your stomach better metabolize your food. Chewing properly also releases a lot of saliva, and saliva contains digestive enzymes which aid the digestive process. So help your body help you and chew your food. In yoga, it's said that the breath connects the body and mind and allows you to become present. It can reduce anxiety, overwhelm, and even headaches. As someone who suffers from an underlying buzz of anxiousness on a consistent basis, I can truly say that breathwork and breathing has changed my life. I have an alarm set for every hour on the hour to remind myself to just be present and breathe. I know I've done other videos on breathing, but it's because I think it's just that important. When you're feeling anxious and your heart is racing, it's usually because you're thinking about the future, and breathing fully actually connects you to the present moment. Most people don't know how to breathe properly, usually breathing from their chest. As a beginner, start with a simple yogic breath, breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. It may feel like the breath gets stuck in the chest if you're not used to deep breathing, but just keep at it. Emotions and vulnerability are generally seen as signs of weakness by society. I beg to differ and see this as being human, and that without our emotions we might as well be robots. I've never understood the stance that everyone takes on how you need to be strong and pretend like you have no problems. So many facades you need to break through to actually get to know someone. I've always been one for DMCs and meaningful relationships without the superficial facade, but with most viewing their emotions as weak or unworthy of speaking out loud, it's been tough cultivating those sorts of relationships. Having felt lost and alone for many years, I've now come to realize that my emotions are my superpower, and that through love and compassion, you're able to think and do good beyond your family. You can help people be themselves, helping them remove the facade and just be. You can help pull people out of dark places and let them know they're worthy of this thing called life. It also allows you to just connect with people and show them how much potential is within them. We're all seeking connection in some way or the other. And what I've learned through the years and many interactions with people is that most people are just unsure about how to reach out, despite wanting to desperately be seen and heard. We're all interconnected, and spreading love and care to those around you, no matter how small the gesture, and whether you know them or not, will have a ripple effect and can make a difference in ways you may not even realize. Vulnerability can connect you with people on a human level. But also know you're not going to gel with everyone, and you can try and cultivate this environment with some until you're blue in the face and not succeed, and that's okay. Cut your losses and move on. Other people need your energy and support. So anyway, back to my point of feeling the feels. Take a moment to feel those so-called negative emotions instead of sweeping them under the carpet, and allow others to do the same. I never did this, and I was always busy being busy for years upon years, never wanting to sit by myself, always distracting myself, cleaning and organizing and visiting my friends, and not just my stuff, doing it for my parents, my brother, my aunts, and my cousins, even offering to do so for my friends. I just always wanted to be in control of my external clutter as a way to avoid working on the internal chaos. I was always afraid to just sit and be until it all came crashing down and bit me in the ass. If you don't deal with your emotions and just sweep it under the carpet, you may think you've moved past it, but trust me, it will come and bite you in the ass, whether a month or decade from now. And as my darling sister Shruti says, it's cathartic to speak about what's burdening your soul. So allow yourself to feel angry, sad, or fearful, and speak to someone about how you're feeling so you can work through the emotions and move past them, but don't wallow. Use your negative emotions positively. Don't blame others or external factors, because no one can force you to feel a certain way. You choose that emotion. So ask yourself, why do I feel the way I do, and dig deep. Crying may seem dramatic, but an article from Psychology Today and many other studies show that tears are your body's release valve for stress, sadness, anxiety, and frustration. It can improve your mood and help you recover from your grief and restores emotional balance. So stop trying to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders and trying to keep it all together. Give yourself permission to be human and to be flawed. Everyone needs an outlet every so often to move forward and to make strides in our life and in the world. Stop living a mediocre life and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Work through your emotions and whatever's holding you back from achieving your full potential. You have everything you need within you. Go out and be the change you want to see in the world.